Aye, aye, aye.
That's not the little 125 anymore, you know.
Right.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome once again. Oh yes, on the road with not only a newly endorsed motorcycle rider, but a brand new motorcycle owner. Yeah, man. How does it feel to own your very first motorcycle, and not only that, after completing the motorcycle practical examination?
Um, quite exciting, I should say. Exhilarating.
It's quite a long ride for you to get used to the controls, get used to the brakes, the clutch, the throttle, figure out your sitting position. So that is good. That is good practice. Can't get better than that.
Indeed.
What was your inspiration for owning your very own bike, and why this particular bike?
Um, I've been around bike people, and so being able to be driven, you see the adrenaline rush? This is what I liked the moment I sat behind a bike, and I really like that feeling. When I decided, after being discouraged many times, I called upon my bike friends and they advised me as to which bike to get.
So as we merge in, you want to look over your right shoulder, make sure no vehicles are going to come in your path. And then we're going to start to ride our staggered position.
Okay. The wind here pushing you, eh?
Yep, and it's not even windy. And when it's very windy, you will be moving on your bike.
Wow.
So this is going to be a scenic test ride. Turn your head, open your leg. How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling good, eh? I just touched fifth gear there, so I exploring.
So now you don't have to ask me what gear you're in again. You have a
No.
gear indicator.
I definitely do.
So speed limit 30 kilometers. Extremely slow, but there's some roadworks ahead, so
All right. Noted.
we have pothole on both sides.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so now we're going to increase our speed. 64 kilometers, 40 miles an hour, as indicated by the sign on the left.
All right. The wind's pushing me though. I have to get used to that.
Yep, especially down here, it's a lot more windy, so you'll feel the wind moving you on the bike.
Yeah. I can feel it.
So how would you compare your ride thus far on your bike compared to the school bike?
Oh, this one is a breeze. In terms of the gears, no struggle. This one is like a click of a finger.
What's your current speed?
59.
Alright, so we should be doing 64.
64?
Yeah,
All right.
right now we have a motorcade behind us.
Okay. I'm at 64 now.
Speed bump coming ahead, so we're going to gear down.
The opportunity to own my own bike today. And I pray for protection on the way up. Send your army of angels to protect us on this drive. Amen.
Alright, so we're doing 64 kilometers.
All right, no worries. I'm catching up.
So how do you find the sitting position?
It's comfortable. I thought it would have been a little more difficult to handle the bike in terms of weight compared to the bike that I learned on in the school. It's been okay. It's been okay so far.
And you should be doing 64.
I'm doing 62.
And what's about the arm position?
I have to get used to that one. It's like I getting carpal tunnel syndrome.
Well, you look very comfortable and you seem to be getting the hang of it. I could see you a little quicker now.
Yeah. I guess I just have to get used to the bike.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
This ride is the best way to get used to it.
Exactimundo.
Hey, I don't even have the reflector jacket. Hey, I'm not a student anymore. But you know what I mean. Yeah, boy.
Break free from the chains. You have a vehicle coming off on your right hand side.
Okay.
Alright, he's coming now. So just let him do his thing.
Yeah.
I like the way the front is well lit.
It's a nice bike, I must say. I really like it. I'm happy I chose black. One of my favorite colors.
You don't have to think about any modifications in a hurry.
No, I don't. And I will not. Not for probably another year. I'm really blessed to have 2 people coming down with me to get my bike. Wow.
And your seat very comfortable.
My seat is very comfortable, yes. Only thing I feel poking me now is my knee pads. But I'll be able to survive it.
You are very blessed, lady.
I know, right?
Literally straight from your practical examination.
To get in my bike. Well, my bike had been sitting there waiting for me.
And now you can finally take it home.
That's right.
Has the bike been serviced?
Before, when they bought it, they had just serviced it. But service here, no. So I have to, I'm just going to get it in to get checked and stuff.
Yeah, that's important to get it serviced so you can keep track of.
Yeah, I will, definitely.
Of any maintenance, yeah.
Definitely, but so far the bike fresh. It's sweet.
Fresh out of the oven.
That's right. Somebody's coming up behind you.
Thank you. Another vehicle overtaken. So was there any particular reason why you left the bike there until you completed the practical examination?
Definitely. On a on a permit, I would pay tons more. So I waited till I was licensed so that I could have paid my insurance. So licensing got me a very, very big discount.
Means you're super smart.
Sometimes.
So we have another sign up front indicating right-handed turn. So your positioning is good. All you have to do is look through the turn, keep that right leg open, keep looking through the turn, forget about the sides are not important. Alright, I see you picking up the pace.
I am getting comfortable.
Alright. So that means you're gonna be on the road every weekend.
And every time I'm off, squally.
Well, your first ride on your motorcycle is a very lengthy one, so that's good.
So that's gonna get me to get accustomed.
Whoa! Fell down from the truck.
Yep, I did. That's all new to me. We have a whole lot of traffic behind us, eh?
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we have our first hairpin bend, and it's right-handed turn, so yep, you want to go down.
At least to what, get third?
Yeah, your bike will be able to climb there in third easily. So remember, you're looking up the turn, keep that leg open, forget about the sides, and gas up. So school zone, that means we need to move a little slowly, especially around this turn. And there's also a gap on the left-hand side. So you open out, so you follow me. Right. And now you can take back your position.
Okay.
So you do that just in case somebody was coming out of that gap. You would
Alright.
have enough time to maneuver. But
Okay.
if you are close to the side and they were sticking their nose in your path, then you would have to swerve, which would make it a little more difficult.
Okay.
And that's another thing you have to get used to. You will get some drivers who would probably give you some room to overtake. But it's your emergency and not theirs. So if you don't feel comfortable, then don't go anywhere.
Okay.
So do you think you're comfortable and ready to overtake this truck when the time approaches?
Yes, sir.
You want to do it here?
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah, boy.
Concentration on real.
You know what I'm saying? And that happens so quickly, boy. You're
Yeah.
feeling the power. Alright, so we have a sharp right, sharp left. So we're looking up, right leg open, because the first one is a sharp right. And now we're looking around, left leg open. So if you see the road going left, you point your body left.
Okay.
You see it going right, you point your body right. Quite simple. So what does this sign say?
This sign says Hairpin Bend ahead. So
Okay, and it's moving to the right. So
is
we're
right.
looking right, we're pointing right, so it's
We're
going to be going
pointing right.
round and around and around. That's it. That's all there is to it.
all right.
So I always say for motorcycle riders, it's important that we pay attention to the signs, because the signs will guide us and let us know what positions we need to occupy. So what does this one say?
This one says bend to the left.
Alright. So we have another sign. This sign says what?
Bend to the right.
It's not much of a bend though.
Not much.
We have another right turn. So any advice for anyone watching this video who wants to get their first motorcycle after being endorsed?
Yeah, don't go for a brand new bike. Go for a used bike. Because you expect poupée latte. Meaning you would expect, some bumps and bruises as you, getting used to your new bike and the road and traffic and all of that jazz. So yeah. Also, go with something that you like, because if you go for a bike that you like, it's even more exciting. It makes it even more exciting. I can tell you that, because that's what I feel right now. When I'm on a bike, I feel happy. I do.
So you want to be on a happy bike. So we're gearing down, and the chevrons indicate right. So we're going down the hill to the right.
Okay.
This one says we have a T-junction.
Okay.
So road going right across our path, and I see a vehicle up front. But we have all the right, so you open up, so you follow me,
Yeah.
and then you close. So school zone, no overtaking, speed bump ahead, and reduce our speed. So going uphill, we need some gas. So speed limit 40 miles per hour, 64 kilometers per hour. So we should be
Okay.
doing 64. So we're turning up the hill to the right. So we're facing the right. Keep looking up the hill, gas up, use the power of the bike. And we're about to turn left. Now, you want to open up. So you come towards the center because we have another gap coming from the left.
Okay.
Okay, and once you go past the gap, then you could take back your position.
Okay.
Okay, we have a right turn coming up. This one is a little sharp. So you roll off the throttle. So you're gonna look up and then gas up once you could see the end of the turn. Perfect, very good. Left turn, very sharp. So you're gonna drop down to at least third gear because we're going downhill and we have some bends. So we have a straightaway, so you could go up 2 gears, that's like 5th gear. And then you can start to gas up when you're ready. Okay, still doing 64.
Right on track.
So you have a sharp right, sharp left, going downhill, so you want to gear down 2. So about 3rd gear is fine. And the moment you could see around the corner, you could shift up a gear and gas up when you feel comfortable. Sharp left turn. Just remember, look through the turn. Once you could see the end, when you gas up, there's 1, 2, 3 potholes on the left. Look out for that.
Okay.
Left turn again. We have a pothole on the left. And then a right turn. So we have some loose chippings, so less brakes, more compression.
Yeah.
Sharp left turn. Another sharp left turn. Okay. My thing is, if you're gonna do that, at least blow your horn, you know?
At least.
Yeah, boy, look at you moving now, boy.
This is how you get accustomed to a vehicle.
Okay, so we're getting ready for our turn. So we're indicating, and you're moving to the center of the road. So you're just basically following me. So turn. No brakes. Alright. Yeah, go ahead, my brother, go ahead.
I don't even know where my horn is. Where my horn is?
It should be under the indicator or somewhere in that region.
All right, I see it.
So coming up, we have a sharp left turn. So if you follow me, you'll notice that I move towards the center. I'm looking up the turn and then I'm gassing up, staying close to the left side. that was too wide.
Okay.
Because you don't want, if a vehicle is coming down on your side of the road, you end up in front of them when you make the turn.
Right.
So we have another one like that higher up, so we'll practice that again.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the other one, same thing. We open it up and turn. We have vehicles coming down, so don't take that wide. Just take your time, you don't have to rush it. Alright. And just like that, you've successfully accomplished riding your very first brand new motorcycle.
That's right.
You picked up some knowledge on the way. You have a better understanding of your motorcycle. So now all that's left is for you to ride safe and enjoy your ride.
Yes, sir. I think you have all the confidence that I should be able to do that.
Yeah, man, you got this. You definitely got this. Fantastic job, Jerichos.
Thank you.
Fantastic job. Woo! Yeah, man, that was a good ride. I enjoyed that.
It wasn't too bad at all.